All right, hey guys, we're back here today. We're going to be talking about the new Tacoma issues, the 2024 Tacoma, the transmission issues is kicking out. It's actually 2 o'clock in the morning. I just got home and I've been working all day today, and my phone was just blowing up like crazy with messages about this and emails and things of that nature. So we know that the transmissions are failing here in the manuals. They're having problems. It's a specific date range of these that is an issue, it looks like, and they got some major problems with them, and then they're on back order. If you look here, like here's a video that explains it very well. Okay, if you guys don't follow the car guy online, you should. He's only got 12,000 followers. He's only been doing this for like not even a year yet, and his videos are phenomenal. The way he puts these things together is incredible. It's actually from him that I stole the idea of putting myself down here in the corner like you see and doing it the way that he does. His videos are straight up flawless, but he's got a lot of, if you watch this video, there's no reason for me to go gather all this info to explain it to you and show you the proof of what I'm going to say, because he's already done it all for you. So I'm going to tell you what I have to tell you, but if you want the proof of all this and you want to see it, he's showing it to you right here, as you can see on the screen. So he has all this information, all these details on here. He goes through everything. So what I'm going to tell you is all explained right here for you and laid out. So I highly recommend you go watch this video. I got it labeled right here for you. Sorry again if I sound like I'm losing my voice. 2 o'clock in the morning. But so he has all this stuff on here for you. The video's phenomenal. Go check it out. It's right here for you to see. But so what do we know here? What's going on with this? So basically, go back to here for a second here. But transmission's failing, and the parts are on back order, and there's probably going to be a recall for the manuals at least, even though the good news is there's not a ton of manuals out there, so it's not like it's a huge number. But as he states in that video, there are also some automatic transmissions that are having problems too, and there's the plethora of other Tacoma issues that are there. Couple things we want to talk about here, though. We know they're happening. We don't know what Toyota is going to do about them. We don't know how well it's going to be. Good news is that if it's simple enough to, I mean, a transmission replacing the transmission should not be that hard. It doesn't actually crack open the motor too much. There's not too much issue to deal with this being a problem. Usually this is something that most techs can do. Now I don't know on the Tacoma if they're gonna how hard it is on the new one to pull that trans out. If they're gonna have to take the motor and the trans out completely, or maybe they can just unbolt some of the mounts and tip it. I don't know what they can do or how hard it is to replace that transmission. I tried to look online, but this truck's so new, nobody can tell me anything. Okay, I'm not finding anything. I just spent the last 30 minutes looking to see how that transom comes out of there, and I don't know. So if somebody knows, please put it below in the comments. But it's probably not that big of a deal to replace this trans on there. The problem is the parts are on back order, and this is a first year everything kind of an issue. We're going to dive into this in a second for you. But remember, anytime you're buying a first year vehicle, you are going to have all these kind of issues, and we'll come back to that in a minute. But let's take a look at what's going on with Toyota here. The big problem for them is this stuff, okay? Within the last 2 years, basically, they have come out with the new Tacoma, which is out, which you're seeing right here. This thing is brand new from the ground up on every single, basically, every part of this truck is brand new. That's going to cause some issues, okay? It is first year, and there's going to be issues with it. I don't care if this motor's been used in cars before. Cars and a truck application are two completely different things. So it being used in a car is 100% irrelevant to what it's going to do in a truck. And I don't care how much they test it in a lab and on a dyno and they drive it around town. It does not get tested until it gets put in the real world. Well, we got the brand new Tacoma that has come out. We have the Tundra that has come out, okay? We have the new the new Sequoia that has come out, that is all brand new. We have the new Land Cruiser that just came out, that's all brand new. Everything about it's brand new. We have the new 4Runner coming out very soon. It's all brand new. So all of these vehicles, every one of these things is, even though they're on the same platform, they're all brand new, and they're all first year, except the Tundra is now on its third year, or second year, but still having a lot of issues here with the Tundra, obviously, too. But Toyota typically fails miserably at first 1, 2, or 3 year vehicles. Look at every other vehicle they put out truck-wise. I don't care about cars. I don't know nothing about a car. I have not even sat in a car other than occasional rental in like 20-something years. Other than my daughters, I don't do cars, so I don't know anything about no Corolla, Camry, Cross, Hybrid. I don't know anything about those. In the truck world, though, Toyota's first couple years are always a nightmare. It just never fails. It's always a nightmare. And this Tacoma is not going to be any different. This new Land Cruiser is not going to be any different. This 4Runner is not going to be any different. Okay, the Lexus 550 is not going to be any different. All these vehicles are going to have issues. Some significant, some should not. Maybe not. But the biggest problem, the lack of part availability. And that's a big issue. As we saw in his video here, he was saying, it already took us off that video. Can I get back to that if I do this? Yes. In his video here, they were saying, he's showing in here somewhere, and I'm not hunting around for it, but it's going to say in here that expected part back orders are 2 to 4 months for these parts before they're going to get their cars fixed. So these guys have got vehicles with literally like 2,000 miles on their, or 200 miles on their brand new Tacoma, and the motor or the transmission is completely gone. And then they take it to the dealer hoping it's going to get fixed, and the dealer's telling them it could be 2 months, it could be 4 months, you're out of luck until the part comes in. This sucks bad. This is not anything new. This is how all manufacturers work. And I'm not defending Toyota. Toyota pisses me off right now more than any other manufacturer out there. Toyota, they like I said, all the behind the scenes things, the corporate crap, all the stuff going on with Toyota. I am not a fan of Toyota right now. But we got to just point out the fact that this is not a Toyota only problem with the delays and the back order parts. This is how business is done in the auto industry today, and it sucks for us. It's horrible they do this. But we look at the Bronco. God, the Bronco was so notorious for this, between the valves jamming up, or the valves snapping off, and blowing the motors out, and people waiting months and months, some of them waiting 6 months to get those replaced. Here's another one right here. Whose Broncos at the dealership waiting for back order parts? The list just goes on and on. Broken rear locker with 100 miles on it, had it for 24 hours. It's been in the shop since 12/16/21. That was basically over a month that it's been there. Okay, now I know these are a little older. We got part delays in here, but again, it is 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm not digging deeper for anything. I'm giving you what I can find here easy to make this video for you. But you can see going on 5 months now because of damage in transport. Ford can keep it at this point. Okay, my engine blew on the 28th, towed it to the dealer on the 29th. They called me yesterday, said my new engine is scheduled to arrive on Monday. So she's been in the shop for 2 weeks so far. That's actually a very good one. But we can see that this is a very, how did you get fast track your engine? They're going to go on all the time. But you can see that there's tons and tons of threads on this. But Ford has these back order issues like crazy for all of their trucks all the time. This is an issue. Now, the longer a truck has been in production, the less back order parts there are, and the easier it is to get parts for it. Your first year stuff? No. And this was basically first year for this Bronco. And we can see there was just tons of this kind of stuff going everywhere. What about Jeep even? Jeep's been around for a very long time. Okay, this Wrangler. And that's the reason I picked this one to show on here. This is not new. This platform's been out forever. And here we go. I am sick of back-ordered parts. I may never buy another Jeep again. They're going on and on. Okay, back-ordered parts, back-ordered parts. Okay, and then this guy's like, well, my friend never has any issues with his 4Runner. Well, we're even right on here. This guy says, where did I see that? My son's friend's been waiting 6 months on parts to repair his 4Runner. So, I mean, it's everything. Okay, it's all brands all the way across the board. We look at here, GM trucks, okay, unavailable parts, under warranty, back ordered, okay, it just goes on and on. This guy's got problems. They're telling him they don't know when it's going to come in. We go down here. I highlighted one that I thought was pretty interesting in here somewhere. If it's still highlighted, it is not. Right here, here's the one right here. I got my truck back from the dealer, and this isn't in December of 2023, so it's only, 7 months ago. I got my truck back from the dealer after 2 months during the strike, under warranty for a faulty coolant valve. I forgot the actual name, couldn't drive the truck. And he had to wait 2 months for something as stupid as a little valve. This guy right here, my 2020, has been sitting at the dealership for 2.5 months, waiting on parts, no end in sight. Tell me why I should ever buy another GM product. It's not a GM problem. It's a global manufacturing problem. This is every manufacturer. That's what I'm trying to point out here to you, okay? Even Nissan, everybody with their beloved Frontiers right now, which don't get me wrong, I love the Frontier. It's a great truck. Don't think they're not either, too. Here's one here where a Nissan dealer of Rochester is basically telling you guys, we're checking daily. We're doing everything we can. We understand it. You want your vehicle. We understand backorder parts are a problem. We get it. We understand we're doing everything we can for you to keep you up to date on this for these 2023 car parts and vehicles. So it just goes on and on and on, and it's just a never-ending issue with this. This new trans problem for the Tacoma, we expect this. We don't like it. We don't want it. But given the history of first-year vehicles and given the history of Toyota with first-year vehicles, this is not new. This has been the way they have always ran. This is to be expected. If you watch the videos that I was making when I said Toyota's the 2024 Tacoma bummers, the 2024 Toyota is going to be a disappointment. I was making these videos even before this thing was even out, when they were just talking about it, and I was saying it then. Never trust this first year stuff. This is going to be a problem. Okay, and it is. It is the way it is. And if you have one, hopefully they get you taken care of pretty quick, so you don't have to deal with this for too long. But this is the reality today in 2024, that manufacturers do not make enough parts. They do not set parts aside for back order issues or for repairs when they got to use those parts to make new cars. They got problems with suppliers. It's a nightmare all the way around. And again, I am not defending Toyota. Toyota pisses me off more than any manufacturer right now with this crap and their prices and the middle finger they give to everybody and all this stuff. But this is the new norm. This is across every manufacturer. Back-ordered parts are the way the world works today. There's no way around it. Hopefully, Toyota will get these transmissions fixed. Hopefully, they will recall the manual transmissions and get them solved. Hopefully, it's easy to pull that transmission out and do it right. And then hopefully, the automatics don't have too many issues and they can get that back on track. Toyota can focus on these little ones like the grill shutters and all the little issues and all the little complaints and problems that are going on, and they can just fix that kind of stuff. But this big one, the transmission, is going to basically shut this thing down. This needs to be fixed. We saw the writing on the wall when we were seeing TFL's truck and all these guys and all these YouTubers, their trucks, their transmissions were overheating. So we knew this was going to come, okay? We knew this problem was going to be here. Even when Tacoma 4G and they put the bigger wheels on it, and he said even going down the highway, the thing's overheating. We knew something was going on with the transmission. Well, we're seeing it now, and it's coming to light. Now we're going to find out what the deal is with it now that there's getting some miles on these vehicles other than the manuals. I'm not just talking about the manuals. They're in trouble with the manuals. They're going to have to stop sell, and then they're going to have to recall on these specific date range of these ones and get this thing solved. But the automatics are going to start having some issues here too, as we're seeing here. So it's a tough time for Toyota. You're going to be pissed off at them. I get it. If you own one, you're going to be furious. If you don't own one, don't buy one right now. Just wait. Toyota they done too much too fast. Okay, they put too much into this too fast with the Tacoma. The Tundra wasn't even dialed in and worked out right yet, and then they came out with the Tacoma. They also came out with the Sequoia. They also came out with the Land Cruiser now. They've also come out with the 4Runner coming out soon. They got the GX 550 out. They got all this. They got way too many, way too many chefs in the kitchen. Way too many, people in the kitchen, whatever. I don't know what the phrase is I'm looking for, but they got too much going on, way too much, too fast, and too much all at once, and it's causing major problems, and they're in a world of hurt right now, and it's not a good place to be, and it's not a good place to buy, and corporate side on the back side is an absolute nightmare, and you don't want to deal with it, so just give Toyota a little breathing room and let them get their crap sorted out. If you have one, fight tooth and nail to get your stuff fixed so it's taken care of for you. It's a sad, sad time in the Toyota world right now. Hopefully they get this turned around, but they bit off more than they can chew. They put out too many first-year things right off the bat, and they're struggling here like crazy. But the part shortages, don't think that, if you go to your dealer with it and they say, oh, it's going to be 4 months, you get mad and you're all upset. Don't think that's any different than if it was any other manufacturer. It's the way the world works today. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed the video. We'll be back with more for you soon. Thanks for watching.